Welcome everyone to CareerTalk. I'm Maddie. We're here with Randy Spang from 1901 Plumbing Mechanicals. How are you doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, thank you for asking. So you're a plumbing project manager?
Yes, I am.
Okay, tell me a bit about what you do.
So on the project manager side, we do various things from ground up. We help the estimating team bid the project, to put together the fixture counts, to all the piping, to get a great plan together to help our field foreman complete a successful job.
Did you need any special training, or what kind of degree do you need to do this job?
You don't need a degree. Some guys have an engineering degree, some guys have construction management degree, but some guys like myself work from the ground up and just have 25 years plus experience to get moved into the position.
What was your career path to get where you are today?
Well, I started out right out of high school doing various projects. As far as I was a mason tender, I worked concrete, I operated for a while. And then when I got a little bit older and started to have a family, found that plumbing was my destination, served a 5-year plumbing apprenticeship, and worked my way up through the ranks in the field.
When you were in high school, what did you want to be or do?
What did I want to be in high school? Great question. A professional football player. But I knew I was a little short-statured for that, so my dad was a carpenter. My brother's a carpenter, and our family just works in the trades, so I knew I would go probably into the trades of some sort at that time.
What are you working on for the stadium?
We are mainly the plumbing contractor on the stadium, so we're doing all the domestic waters, the fixtures, the kitchen equipment, hookups, and basic plumbing, bathroom hookups.
Have you ever worked on another stadium before, or is this your first one?
This would be our first stadium.
Interesting. Okay. If someone was interested in doing what you want to do, what advice would you give them?
Just knock on doors. Go to any contractor. You may start out on ground level, like in the shop or something, but you can work your way into. Go to the union halls. Get signed up. There's actually Wisconsin has a youth apprenticeship program for high schoolers. There's lots of different programs you can get into.
How long have you had this job?
How long have I had this job? I've been at 1901 Incorporated for 14 years.
Has your job changed in any way?
Oh, my job has changed drastically here. Like I said earlier, I started out in the field. I served my apprenticeship. I worked my way up to become a foreman, and I ran multiple jobs around the state for 1901. And as of lately, probably the last 2 years, I became a project manager.
What advice would you give yourself 10, 20 years ago?
10, 20 years ago, I would tell myself to pick a career early and stay with it. Don't make as many changes. I didn't know exactly what I wanted early on, but when I finally did, I went after it.
What is a typical job day for you?
A typical job day for me is going into the office. Not only am I the project manager on ABC Stadium, I'm project manager on multiple other projects. So I'll go in, check my emails, make sure if I have to send any RFIs or get any of my foremen on the projects, any information. First and foremost, that's what I do. Then we are still quoting other projects, so the day goes really fast.
What is one of your favorite things about what you do?
I would say that one of the favorite things about what I do is seeing the end result. When you work on a project from the ground up, you don't realize what it's going to look like, and this one's going to be awesome when it's done. And I think that's the big picture, is you give them a quality product at the end of the job.
Right. Has working on this stadium presented any new challenges or any new projects?
So I would say in a whole on this project, working with CCI. Yeah, there's regular RFIs and changes that are made, but no real big ones on this as far as the plumbing goes. It's been pretty cut and dry, and we've worked with CCI well on it.
So when we got here this morning, we saw that you guys were looking at some blueprints. What were you guys looking at?
So we were looking at one of the RFIs, which is request for information, that gets sent up to the engineers. And they had sent a response back, and we were looking at how that could or could not work. Originally, as simple as the water heater vents went out the south wall, and it ended up to be in a glass window. Easy mistake during early design. So now we're looking at where we're going to run them and try to get ahead of the game there.
All right, thank you so much, Randy, for your time. I know you guys are really busy on what you're working with.
All right, no problem. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. All right, thank you all out there for watching, and if you have any more questions, you can contact Randy or CareerTalk.
I'm nervous.
I messed up so many times. I don't want to.
So you just did your first interview, and how was it?
It was a little nerve-wracking, but it was fun to learn new information about how the stadium's built and what every single person has, like, a job and, like, what all they do.
And were you expecting there to be this much mud? Do you recommend it for other people?
Yeah.
We need more people on this project.
Yeah. It is really fun. I like seeing the trucks. It's